Well, like Mary Ann, vacation time is extremely important to me, and I get out of Dodge every chance I can. I count my vacation days and I use them to get away. Unlike Mary Ann, I pretty much try to keep office hours. I'm usually 7:30 or 8 o'clock until 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5 days a week. Although our operation at work is 24/6. I get phone calls all the time, no matter the hour. If they need something, I get a call. I also am an addict to my iPhone, so I get all of my emails at all hours, and routinely I take home a pile on my desk that I just didn't manage to get to during the day, and I look at it in the evening after dinner and go through and reprioritize. So I like to say I work 40 hours because I keep business hours, but I tidy up a few things in the evening, several evenings a week. And again, once you have a company telephone, as many of you know, you are accessible 24 hours a day and weekends. And that, as I said, with a 24/6 operation, it's just a way of life. It just becomes a way of life.
Maybe someone that's mentored you, and how those people have impacted your life.
I've been very fortunate to have 4 or 5 really key mentors in my life, both male and female. An early female leader of mine years ago, many moons ago, before CAP, handed me a book one time in my young and eager days called Dress for Success. And one of the takeaways from that is to always dress for the job you want, not the job you have, etc., and to try to look the part. And I remembered that, and I'm thinking, gee whiz, the next job I expect to have in the not terribly distant future is retirement. And this is, I think, the first time in my professional life I'm not dressing for the job I want. So, just can't quite do that. On a professional note, so many key things about one of my mentors told me that anytime a mistake is made, the very best thing you can do is go to the customer, employee, business associate, whatever it is, and tell them about it. Tell them about the mistake, own up to it, even if it wasn't completely your fault, but to get there as quickly as possible and to tell them about the mistake. Said people are judged not on the mistakes they make, but on the way they handle them. And a customer, business associate, etc., will always remember that. And I was glad that that was one of the early things that I've learned, and it's always helped me not shrink from taking responsibility. So that was a key issue. I think this type of a setting here and being involved with people who are as accomplished as all of you, and listening and being surrounded by positive people that are change makers is a wonderful thing. I try to do that. I'm lucky enough to be involved in the Free Paper Association, and we also have a lot of forward-thinking people, always looking for what's new. Again, Charlie Tremendous Jones said, "You are who you are based on the people you meet and the books you read." And I think trying to focus on what's next and what's important is a very, very good thing.
Level of energy that's constructive for whatever you set your goals to be.